Well, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be milling on some pretty good sized pecan, and behind you I have on my sawmill a massive burled crotch of a pecan tree. I think the base of this tree was probably like, we'll measure it out, but I want to say it's like 32 inches at the base, maybe a little bit more. So beautiful tree, but this crotch is just seriously burled up, so we're kind of interested to see what it's going to look like once we start milling this. So we're going to get to milling and see what it looks like. So this is the big old piece of pecan that I have to cut. I've already cut down the sides on this thing because at the tip of it, it was like 66 inches wide. My little sawmill here, I can do a 39 inch, which is pretty good, but that's probably a little over max of what I should be doing. This is a 1.5 inch blade, and if you're not careful, you can push it too fast and it will kind of wave a little bit. So to combat that, I normally cut them a little bit thicker than I want. That way, once they're dry, I can put them on my flattening table I have, and then I can flatten them down to the actual thickness that I want. So I lose a little bit of wood that I could, probably a slab out of each one that I could probably use. But for now, it is what it is. One thing I'm gonna have to do though, I was kind of guessing when I cut this. So we're going to have to come in here and make sure that the inside of this will clear here. I think I might have to shave a little bit here. Look on the other side. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe a little bit here, a little bit there. So a couple little whacks with the chainsaw, and then I think we're ready to make our first cut. So what we're going to do, obviously, is we're going to make a cut right across the top here, trying to get it as close to this as I can. Probably wish I would have had it the other direction, but it's all right. So we're going to end up cutting this burl off here. Yeah, and then we'll go from there. So the question now is, do I have gas in this thing? Huh, probably should have asked that question first. Next question, can I get high enough? Battery's weak. All right, where do I need to be? I think I'm gonna take a whack at that first. I'm probably gonna have to hit that again, but I want to see this work. I don't remember the last time I changed this blade either. Went through slow but steady, which, not surprising, this wood is a little harder than I anticipated. I also didn't cut down as far as I wanted. That's all right. I think we're gonna be okay. I am gonna probably need to go get my wedges because I'm gonna cut this one a little bit thicker. Because there's a little bit of bark right here in this little area, little valley here. So if I cut it down far enough, I might get below that enough to where I can cut this somewhere right here, cut it down here, and maybe I can end up using this flipped over for a coffee table because it has a really cool look to it. So, and if you've never done this or seen this done, part of the reason we're using wedges is as you're cutting, sometimes the wood has a little weight or it has a little tension and it comes down and it pushes on the blade. So you want to get it up off the blade so you have a nice clean cut and no more tension on there than you actually need. Next step in this process is going to be to flip this over. But before we do that, let's get a broom and we'll kind of clean this off and take a look at it and see what we think. Wow. Man, that's got a lot of color to it. What do you think about that? Now for the magic. Man, that is gonna be awesome. No idea what I'm gonna make out of this, but that is beautiful. Now to jump on the little robot. Oh, these things are fun. If you've never ridden one of these, you really should try to get a chance to do that. It's just a little bitty robot. Key to this now is to not drop it on my sawmill. Come on. Oh, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Okay, that's promising. All right. And the crowd goes wild. The only bad thing about these things is they tear up your yard. Gotta be careful with them. Oof. wee bit crunchy. Seems I've lost my trusty assistant, so I have to put this on there myself. All right, so we gotta pick it up and turn it counterclockwise a little bit. And I'm gonna bring it back some. Isn't that pretty? That is close enough for gonna work. I can probably make it work. What are the odds I can move this the slightest bit? It wiggled. Yeah, that ain't happening. All right, we'll see what we can do. I guess since this is such a nice piece of wood, I'm gonna go just 2 1/4 on my thickness. And give me an extra piece or two. Well, I'm not sure if you could tell or not, but once I got kind of in this section right in here, that blade really started slowing down. I think even though I fast forward this section, you're going to be able to see how it really slowed down there. This blade is really starting to get dulled out, and this is a pretty hard section in the middle of this because it's so thick. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and shut it down today. I got some other stuff I need to take care of, but we will kick this thing off first thing in the morning, change a blade out, get a fresh start. So obviously the center pieces of the slab are going to be the most desirable. They're also the fuller pieces. This one's got, well, it looks like somebody tried to cut it with a chainsaw right here, and then it's already, you know, from the end of the little crotch is, you know, like 22 inches to the end here. So, you know, technically, even though there's a little cut right here, we can kind of round this off a little bit or something. I don't know, but still a really pretty piece of wood. I'll tell you what, I am very impressed with this this slab. This log has some very cool slabs that came out of it. Even though this one here has got a little bit of a, you know, chainsaw cut inside some of the burl there, I think we can kind of clean it up. And because it has such a long crotch in it there, I really think we can kind of clean that up a little bit. Just leave all that bark and stuff in there, and then go ahead and make a epoxy river table part. Just kind of fill this into there. And I think that'll look really, really cool. Maybe even do it like a clear, maybe just a little bit of a pearl in it. Just kind of accent a little bit. That way you can still see all the burl on the outside there. I think that's gonna be cool. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slabs out of that. It was 29 at the end and 38. So 29 inch, I got 8 slabs that are at least 2 1/4. So that is not bad at all. These are gonna be really, really pretty. I gotta check the moisture content, see how much that is. I'm sure it's gonna be pretty high because these are still pretty wet. It's only been cut probably about 6 months. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe, and we're gonna keep on making some videos, different things, not just woodworking, but other stuff on my channel. You can see I'm kind of a jack of all trades. So see you next time.